Hi guys, this is Tiny Little Whispers ASMR. Today or tonight, I'm going to be sharing another true crime case with you guys. You all ended up loving my last video so much that I decided to film a second one this week for you. In the future, I plan on filming one true crime case each week. I still plan on making other ASMR videos. If there are any videos you would like to see me record, let me know in the comments down below. I plan on releasing my next true crime video next week, but due to the popularity of my last video, I thought I would upload two for you this week with the subject of true crime. If you see me looking off to the corner of the screen, my computer is down over here, and I have quite a few notes that I do need to reference. But let's go ahead and get into the case. Tonight's case hits a bit closer to home for me personally. Where this case occurred, I happened to grow up about 1 mile away. While I did grow up in the area, I have since moved away, and the case is more recent. Tonight, we're going to be going over the case of the missing man. His name is Tyler Davis. Tyler Davis went missing in February of 2019. I'm going to explain the events that led up to his disappearance, and then give you my guess on what happened. So, Tyler Davis went missing from Easton Town Center in Columbus, Ohio, in February of this year. Like I said, I grew up approximately 1 mile away. Growing up, the Easton town center was not built until I was maybe 10 or 11 years old. There had started to be some build up when I was younger, but I didn't remember it fully finished until around that age. The Easton Town Center is an extremely large area where you can do lots of shopping, and there's also a living area there as well. There is an indoor mall section that houses a movie theater, while the indoor section of the mall is not large. There is an extensive outdoor section with lots and lots of shops. The mall is extremely massive when you include the outdoor portion. There are lots of clothing stores, restaurants, and hotels in the area. The town center was very well built, and there are even quite a few condos and apartments surrounding the outer section of the mall. These condos are very reminiscent of a townhouse you would maybe see in New York City or another major city. Everything was designed extremely well, and the whole entire area has a very matching aesthetic, and all of the buildings can tend to look very similar. This all plays a part into why and how Tyler Davis went missing. So, in February, Tyler and his wife, Brittany, decided to go and stay at the Hilton Hotel at Easton for one night. It was reported that 3 times a year, Brittany and Tyler would leave their young son with Tyler's parents while they went out and stayed in a major city. On these occasions, they would go out to celebrate Tyler's birthday, Brittany's birthday, or their anniversary. This case, they went out to celebrate Brittany's birthday. morning, Brittany and Tyler dropped off their son with Tyler's parents like usual. They then proceeded to arrive at the Hilton Hotel. This hotel is on the outer edge of the Easton town center. They arrived at the hotel on February 23rd at some point in the afternoon. It was noted that Tyler, who works an evening shift, was extremely tired as he had worked 6 long days in a row in order to get off to celebrate Brittany's birthday. Upon arrival at the hotel, Brittany and Tyler decided to relax and then get ready to go out that evening. Well, they went to celebrate Brittany's birthday. None of her friends were able to attend. Tyler did have a friend living in the area who wanted to join in the festivities. I am unsure of this friend's name, as his identity has been kept secret at this point due to some issues that come up later in the story. From here on out, I will just be calling him the friend. Tyler's friend arrived at the hotel, and Tyler, Brittany, and the friend all went out around 8:30 to go exploring just on the premises of Easton's town center. They had some plans for the next day to go shopping, and since they had never been to Easton previously, they thought it best to get the lay of the land and go exploring. At some point that evening, they ended up at a restaurant and bar called Bar Louie. This was at some point after 9 p.m. They all had a couple of drinks and then went to another bar and restaurant next door called Adobe. I have seen both of these places, and they are in fact in the town center, right next to each other. A couple of weird things to note is Brittany has reportedly said this was the first time she had ever gone drinking at a bar with her husband. The thing that is strange about that is she had commented that he enjoyed drinking, and they had been married for quite a few years. After they had finished a few more drinks at Adobe, Brittany suggested they go to a gentleman's club in Columbus called the Dollhouse. This is not in Easton's town center, so they ended up taking an Uber. I personally have never been to the Dollhouse, but it is not in a bad area of town. While at the Dollhouse, Brittany noted that she left her drink unattended for a short time period. At this establishment, she tried to take her drink outside when she went for a quick smoke break with her husband. The bouncer at the time stated she had to leave her drink inside. She set her drink down, went out for a smoke break. When they were finished, she asked her husband, Tyler, to watch her drink while she went to the bathroom. When she got out of the bathroom, the establishment was closing down, and they were asked to leave. Brittany is unsure if her drink possibly could have been spiked, or if her husband, Tyler, drank any of her drink. As the establishment was closing, they went out and sat on the curb. Brittany's phone was dying, and Tyler said he did not have a lot of battery left himself. So the friend that was with them ordered an Uber. On the way back to Easton's town center, Tyler and his friend both fell asleep. Brittany assumed it was from his exhaustion, but he did have quite a few drinks throughout the evening. They arrived back at the Hilton Hotel at 3:18 in the morning. Brittany woke up the friend, and then he proceeded to wake up Tyler. husband. He said he was coming, but stayed in the Uber for quite a bit longer. At this point, the Uber driver was clearly starting to get frustrated. Eventually, they managed to get Tyler out of the Uber car. Once he was out, the Uber sped off. At this point, Tyler randomly appeared to get very upset and distraught. He stated, "We aren't where we're supposed to be," and walked off. Brittany was slightly concerned, as Tyler was not the type to walk off during a disagreement. She also stated that he seemed confused. Tyler walked off in a direction towards some condos and other various businesses. He did not walk towards the mall or major center of the town center. At this point, the friend that was with them said he would help take care of the situation. The friend had a room key as well as Tyler. The friend also knew Brittany's phone was dying. He gave her his room key and told her to go up and charge her phone. He said that he would grab Tyler and bring him back to the room. Brittany then stated that the friend caught up with Tyler. He seemed to want to blow off some steam, so Brittany went upstairs, used the restroom, and charged her phone for approximately 10 minutes. She goes back down to the front doors after a short time period. Unfortunately, Tyler and their friend are nowhere in sight. She keeps trying to call them both, but hears nothing. At 3:37, Tyler called her and told her, "I'm sorry, I'm just smoking. I was upset and I will be right back." short time after this phone call, their friend walks back up to Brittany. He says, "Don't worry. He is just blowing off steam. Tyler will be right back." Brittany said that Tyler did sound upset on the phone call. She asked the friend what happened, and he stated that they just got separated. He had no idea where Tyler was. So, if you remember, Tyler and the friend walked off together, but the friend returned alone. Brittany is fully worried at this point. While she is waiting in front of the hotel, Tyler called her again. This time it was 4:10 in the morning. He said on the phone, "I'm sorry. I see the hotel. I'm walking through the woods. I will be there in 5 minutes." After they talk, the phone hangs up, and a minute or two later, Tyler calls his wife again. This time, the call lasts for 4 seconds, but nothing is said. The call is then dropped. Brittany tries to call her husband back, but his phone goes straight to voicemail. His phone has never been turned on since then. Brittany gets upset, and the friend that was with them proceeds to leave. They got into a small argument as Brittany was worried about Tyler, but the friend kept assuring her he would be right back. At 5 in the morning, the friend had left, and Brittany goes back upstairs. She calls another mutual friend, and he arrives to help Brittany search for her husband. Brittany ends up filing a missing persons report on the 24th at 12:30. Since then, Tyler has never been seen or heard from. The police have searched the surrounding areas extensively. They have searched several ponds and bodies of water, but Tyler, nor anything that he had on his person, has ever been found. Brittany claims that Tyler would never just up and leave. Since they have a young son together, she knows that he would not run off. The very strange fact about this case is Tyler was never spotted on any camera or video footage in the area. They did spot Tyler's friend at one point on a single camera, but he was walking alone. The footage that was spotted of his friend was around the same time the friend claimed that he was leaving. So, overall, I find this case extremely mysterious. I don't know how someone just goes missing and you never hear from them again. They haven't found any of Tyler's belongings, which make it even stranger. Now, while I have been at Easton many times, and Tyler stated that he was in the woods, there are no major woods where you can get lost in surrounding the area. The largest patch of woods maybe takes less than 5 minutes to walk from side to side. There is constantly traffic and a hustle and bustle. So even if you did get lost, you could hear sounds that will take you immediately back to other people. Brittany wonders if Tyler was confused and maybe couldn't see the hotel when he called her. What he could have spotted was just another building, since everything looks very similar and was built to all fit in together. While all of the woods have been searched, there is still no sign of Tyler. Easton is a fairly safe place overall, but it is noted that in some gangs have taken over the area. They typically only frequent the inside of the mall, and usually there are lots of people walking around outside. In my opinion, something had to have happened to Tyler Davis. I do not think that he would just walk off and leave his family. It is also noted that he has not spent any money, nor have any of his cards been used since his disappearance. He has simply vanished. I don't necessarily know whether or not his wife was involved, but I do believe her story. I believe that Tyler was very much intoxicated, and that may have played a major part in whatever happened. I do hope that we are able to find out some more answers soon. This case puzzles me. I do hope that Tyler is somewhere okay, but all the signs point to a negative. Something could have easily happened, and he was taken somewhere else, or an accident simply happened and someone tried to hide the remains. I do hope that Tyler is found in the near future. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and learning more about the case